And I want us to start living abundantly. You've been living in the basement long enough. You've been living in a second class long enough. You've been living beneath where God wants you to be long enough. Isn't it time for you to move up to where God wants you to be? God is not pleased with you. God, you listen to me? God is not pleased that you're living in substandard. Claim what you're going to get and get it. Somebody said, well, Reverend, you don't know my circumstances. I sure don't. But I also know that your circumstance is not your destination. Can I get some help? Wherever you are, that don't mean that's where God intends for you to be. You can go forward in life, but you got to put on the whole arm of God. You got to have the right mindset. I don't care where you live. Just because you're in the housing project, don't stay there because you just gotta stay there. Can I get some help? Because you can't do no better, because you can do some better. If you're living in substandard living, and if you don't have a job, you don't have to always be without a job. Find you a job. Do better with your life. Don't let nothing hold you back. Put on the whole armor of God. Stop settling. Can I get some help in this house? You may have been wondering why you're not moving any further than you are in life. It may be because you don't have on the whole armor of God. And the devil has you in a land of can't do any better. And sometimes the devil will put you in a land of you just can't do no better. You've been living on the streets of satisfied. You're just satisfied where you are. Your address is satisfied. Can I get some help? You're camped out on Defeat Boulevard. Are you listening to me? You're on the highway of I just don't care. And once you're in that neighborhood, you need to make your mind up to pack up. Pack up and move off of Don't Care Boulevard. Move off of Care I Can't Do No Better. Because you're not defeated. You're not defeated. You can do better. If I open it up this morning, there's a lot of folk in here this morning can say, I grew up in the housing project, or I grew up in the country, or I grew up when we didn't have anything. But look at you now. Look at you now. And there is nothing wrong with the housing project. Can I share that with you? Ain't nothing wrong with it. If you need to be there, be there. But be happy while you're there. But make sure you have your mindset. This is only temporary. I'm not here for a lifetime. I'm going to move on a little further because God is in my life, and I'm going to make sure I'm going to do better for myself. Can I share this with you too? Stop waiting for other folks to do it for you. We waiting on other folks to do something for us. They ain't doing nothing for you. They trying to help themselves. By chance you are there this morning and you thought that you couldn't do any better. I thought I would find a writer this morning that would help us to understand how to get out of that situation that we're in and do a little bit better. Now notice here, when I read that verse there, it's a comma at the last word. So I really didn't suppose to stop there, but I stopped right there, that first verse, because it's enough in that first verse to give you everything you need. What am I saying? My first point this morning, be motivated by the saints around us. What are you saying? It's in the first verse. Look at the first verse. Be motivated by the saints around us. It says, wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses. Those are the saints around us. Are you listening to me? Well, what are you talking about, Reverend? That was for the Hebrews. No, that's for us too. You're surrounded by a great cloud of witnesses. In other words, great saints are around us. Look at other folk and see how they're making it. Look at other folk that God is blessing. Look at other folk and see how God is moving them forward. Stop being a hater and start being a participator. That's the reason you can't move forward, because you're always looking at them in the wrong sense. Look at them and try to learn something. Stop trying to bring them down. You ought to let somebody's life motivate you. You ought to let somebody's life that's a saint of God motivate you. Motivate you to live better. Motivate you to talk better. Motivate you to act better. Motivate you to live closer to God. It ought to motivate you when you see people coming in the church and when you see people in their lives. They was once down, but now they're up.